welcome to my channel. If you're just tuning in, my name is Ada Adetunji, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some 5 major lessons I brought out from 2021, things I've actually learned from in the entire course of the year, and those I'll be sharing with you right after the break. Okay, welcome back, guys. Lesson number 1 is the world is actually smaller than you and I think it is. Okay, so this year I've been having appointments at Lutz. One of those days I ran into a lady that was in financial distress. She told me what she wanted, committed to give me that same day when she gets back. We exchanged numbers and she became my friend. Just to cut the long story short, she carries this my YouTube on top of her head. Okay, so rewind to 2 months ago, she called me, babe, do you know so and so personal? And I was like, yes, in affirmation. And she said, that's my younger sister. So her younger sister was actually my schoolmate when I ran a program in LASU. So I'm not saying today that you should go about giving strangers money or giving people money, but I'm saying that you don't know what people are going through, you don't know who you're going to be meeting next. So as much as possible, make sure you're creating a beautiful first impression. Whoever you're going to be meeting, make sure it's going to be a sweet memory. I mean, you wouldn't know who the person is and you wouldn't know what connection you have with this person. It doesn't really happen always, but you might never be sure who the person is eventually, so you don't step on the toes that actually belong to you. Okay, so moving on to lesson number 2. Going into 2022, I'm going to be a lot more intentional about smaller goals and about smaller wins. Most times when we're writing our New Year resolutions, we focus on the big goals, we focus on the big projects, and eventually by mid-year when we're reviewing, we keep reviewing ourselves based on the big goals we've set out for ourselves, forgetting the smaller wins we were grabbing along the road. Okay, so it happened to me this year. There was something I was pursuing that never really came. I almost fell into depression, and eventually I spoke with her, started outlining all the big wins. I'm calling them smaller wins and she was calling them big wins, for this year. Yeah, so I know someone here today, that thing you're pursuing might not really have come your way. Slow down, take a stroll back into the entire course of the year and start counting your wins. It might be your marriage, it could be your health, it could be your physical look, it could be your children, it could be just anything. So instead of focusing on money, can we even focus on the fact that we are alive and we're all put together? Okay, so that I'm going to be intentional about next year. Okay, so lesson number 3 is keep pushing and never give up. I know a lot of us, when you write out your resolution, by mid-year, by the 7th month, you're already slowing down and losing hope. There's need for you to hang on there. There's need for you to keep pushing. There's need for you to stick to the plan, guys. Okay, so my friend called me a few days ago. She bagged a new role, a managerial role, beyond her expectation. The pay is way more than like triple more than what she was expecting, and she got that just a few days ago. She never expected this, guys. So I'm not here saying that yours would come, but there's need for you to always be consistent. There's need for you to stick to the plan. There's need for you to keep to your dreams, and eventually one day it will pay off. Okay, so lesson number 4 is do not ever be stereotyped. Okay, so in the course of the year, there's a big goal, you're putting in much of your energy, you keep going. Don't ever forget to make rooms for adjustments. Don't ever forget to adopt some new goals and to also display some new goals. So if you're someone here who wants to embark on a project, maybe to build a duplex, and you've seen in the course of the year that the finances will not really support the big project, there's no harm in you coming down to starting from a bungalow, and there's no harm in you canceling entirely and planning other smaller things. So do not set your mind on a particular thing and eventually it gets you depressed at the end of the day, guys. So don't ever be stereotyped. Moving on to the last but not the least, the need for you to love intentionally. I mean, this year something happened. I had this friend that we lost contact few years ago. Like, I'm not in the business of keeping malice, but sometimes it's not about, you must not talk every day to remain friends, and sometimes it's also good to let go of certain friendships and all of that. So out of the blues, I just remembered her. I put a call across to her, and that call was a game changer for her. So I'm going to throw this back to you. It's a season of love, guys. Make that bold step and put a call across to someone. Who is that person you're going to be putting smile on his or her face? What is that bold step you want to take to rewrite whatever has happened in the past? I've learned to live in the moment. I've learned to enjoy myself. A couple of persons left their houses and died on the way. A couple of persons slept in their own house. There is reason for you to maintain this level of love, to vibe and to extend love to one another. Make that love commitment ongoing already. Okay, so to my new joiners, thank you so much for staying on here, and make sure to smash on the subscribe button and on the like button so that we get the ministry going. Okay, and to my all-time favorite viewers and subscribers, thank you so much, guys. Do not forget to drop a comment. Until the next episode drops, I still remain your girl, and